Hey there, Survivors. Cougar here with a sneak peek at tomorrow's release of Orcs Must Die 3. Thank you to the developers of Robot Entertainment for giving me a sneak preview a couple of hours early, few hours early, and I want to check out some of the stuff that people are probably most curious about, namely the matchmaking. Let's look down here. So we've got this is all new from the Stadia version. The Stadia version did not have this. So invite friend, how does that work? We click OK, and it gives you your friends list, and you can choose to invite one of your friends. Right now, none of my friends are. Yes, we're going to close that. None of my friends have the game, so they're not playing. Or you can choose to host a game. Okay, and how this works is choose your difficulty and go into it. Now you will sit on this screen until a random person or a friend joins your game, and then the play button will light up and you can start. Let's check out the last option, the find game option. So this is if someone chooses to host a game, this is where the hosted games, people who are looking for people to join them, will show up, and you can click on one of them and join a hosted game. So pretty good matchmaking. I mean, it's a lot better than Orcs Must Die 2 anyway. And the other thing that I thought people might be interested in is Scramble. I can't actually play any Scramble games yet because we haven't unlocked them. Scramble is going to be 5 random scenarios in a row with a shared pool of rift points that stretches across all 5 scenarios. At the end of each scenario, at each map, you will get applied 2 buffs and 3 debuffs. And you can re-roll one of the debuffs. If you get a debuff that you really don't like, you can try for a better one that way, and those will kind of add up over the course of the 5 scenarios, so that by the end of it you have 10 different buffs running and a bunch of debuffs. So cool. We'll get into the Scramble once we have gotten through the campaign once, is what I assume, because right now Rift Lord difficulty, the most difficult difficulty, is locked. You have to complete it once on War Mage difficulty to unlock Rift Lord difficulty. And let's just get going. I'm going to let you guys watch this on your own. I don't want to spoil that. You guys can watch the opening cinematic. So when you first start, you have a choice between 2 heroes, Kelsey or Egan. Once you complete the campaign all the way through, either on Apprentice or on War Mage difficulty, then 6 new characters unlock for you to use, including Max. So we're going to play with Egan for our first time through. If you're not familiar with Orcs Must Die 3 at all, or the Orcs Must Die series, you have a pool of rift points here. You're trying to keep orcs from getting into the rift. For every orc that gets into the rift, you lose a rift point. So you want to keep as many of those as possible. Upper left-hand corner, your health and your mana. Upper right-hand corner, a mini-map. Down in the lower left-hand corner, your currency. This is money that you spend on traps. Down in the middle, your loadout bar. Your traps and your weapons are on your loadout bar. Let's get going. We're going to have to listen to a little bit of chit-chat here.
That is definitely not
But let's take a look at the graphics. They look great.
I'd like to tell you I knew that, but I didn't.
You are correct, Kelsey. That rift is different. Quickly,
looks nice.
Get traps placed and stay on the move.
So this is the path the orcs are going to take to get to the rift.
How do we hear her when we can't see her?
Telepathy, genius. Now, let's try out these traps for real.
Egan also has a special ability, this ground slam. But let's just get going. Let's place some traps real quick. You only have 2 traps to start with, but on War Mage difficulty, you've got a lot of money. So we'll make the most of that, and that should do it. And now we will to hit B to go into your spell book to choose your traps. The reason I didn't do this the first time out is because we only have the 2 traps and 1 weapon, and the weapon is locked for Egan right now, but you can change that later. Okay, we're ready to go. Let's kick this off.
Here I come.
If you hold down the right mouse button, you will charge up Egan's special bow ability.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates.
Which does
They've
that.
broken through a gate.
Yeah.
Here they come.
Here they come. It's Orcs Must Die 3 on Steam, guys. Woo. Thank you, Robot. I've been dying to play this on Steam. That was quick and easy. We got a little bit more money. Let's do a couple more of these, maybe a few of these, one of these, and we got enough for one more.
More enemies on the way.
Charge up my bow. Nice. Bow. Boom. Bye, orcs. Should we try out Egan's special ability here? So that will knock down larger orcs and damage smaller orcs. And we got a lot more money. Let's get some more trappage going here.
Now that's an orc stopper.
More
It is
enemies
wave
on the
3
way.
of 4. And some tougher orcs starting to appear now. That was a medium orc. Yeah, the trap action is not super exciting on level 1 because you have such a limited number of traps to work with. But still pretty fun. And I must say the graphics look great. A lot better than the Stadia version, in my humble opinion. I don't even think that's an opinion. Stadia just had a little blurriness to it that you couldn't get rid of. Whoop, they're getting a little bit farther along now. But got him. One wave left. Go ahead and kick this off. You do have a par time that you're trying to beat.
More enemies on the way.
So far, we're doing pretty well on par time, I would imagine. There is a way to show the par time in the options. If you want to actually see par time counting down on your screen, you can set that in options. I love the orcs scripted lines. They're so funny. The stuff the orcs say. Getting a little busy here. These are a lot of bigger orcs. Mediums. If you just tap the right mouse button, you get this triple shot that does a little bit more damage. There we go. That is 5 skulls on the first level of Orcs Must Die 3 on Steam. Thank you, Robot, for giving me a sneak peek. And I think the matchmaking looks great, and this should be a lot of fun. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. There'll be more coming. Stay safe, survivors.